to your attention if you haven't seen it, and just get your thoughts and your views on what you're witnessing right now. I read some of the comments, and they stated things such as, this is Nephilim.
Nuclear Armageddon. Yes, 50 years ago, the same kind of war almost brought us to nuclear Armageddon. Syria and Israel had a tit for tat last night, and so did Lebanon and Israel. Mexico is rejecting our migrant centers, and I keep thinking how many of these governments, people are planted on our territory already. South Korea is warning that North Korea might try to distract everybody with a nuclear test. Here's the one about Finland saying that the undersea gas pipeline and data cables were likely caused by external activity. And they said that they suspect that Russia hit the Baltic Sea gas pipeline, which means they would have hit the cables as well, which would have been Article 5. Jordan's aligning with the Palestine. China and Saudi Arabia are holding drills together out of nowhere for the second time. Romania finished their investigation on the Russian drones that crashed on their territory. They're saying it was intercepted by Ukraine's defense systems, then fell on their territory. And now Israel's sounding an alarm about Hezbollah drone infiltrating into their territory. And as of the making of this, it's rumored that there might be more than one. Really time to wake up, my friends. I've been trying to warn you guys.
When ye shall see Jerusalem compassed with armies, then know that the desolation thereof is nigh.
It's hard to even explain exactly just the mass casualties that happened right here. In fact, the Israeli military says they still don't have a clear number, but I'm talking to some of the soldiers and they say what they've witnessed as they've been walking through these different houses, these different communities, babies.
Fingerprint everything.
Verse 18, the Bible talks about signs of the second coming of Jesus, with one being, I will make rivers flow on barren heights and springs within the valleys. I will turn the desert into pools of water and the parched ground into springs. Well, you see, as impossible as it may sound, this river just exploded out of nowhere in the Middle Eastern desert, fulfilling the 2,500-year-old prophecy right in front of our eyes. And even though many people don't believe in the Bible, maybe we should all start taking the book seriously, because...
Welcome back to the coolest channel on YouTube. Look, man, we got a banger today, man. Look, don't skip nothing in this video because you will be lost in the sauce. You feel me? But look, let's get this video to 20,000 likes, man. Look, on our way to 1 million subscribers, man. I appreciate y'all. We had what? Look, 1,000 subscribers yesterday. But look, man, I appreciate y'all, man, for rocking with your boy. But look, man, let's get on a serious note, though. Y'all pay attention out here. Make sure y'all always doing your own research, too. Never believe anything you see in these videos. Go out here and find this information for yourself. But look, while we here, y'all remember the money that I showed y'all yesterday? Like I said, man, if you didn't make it to the end of that video, for my people that know, I'm going to be giving away 3 people $500. I might even give more than that because yesterday in my trades, I made like, what? On a slight day, you know what I'm saying? That was a very light day, 2,700 since the person said that they made me on YouTube. That's crazy, you know what I'm saying? But look, y'all know how we do on this channel here. You ain't got to do no raffles. I ain't got to sell you nothing. I just give back to my community that support me. I fucks with y'all. I appreciate y'all. But look, let's hop into this video, man. Just pay attention. Let's get it. Yeah, I told y'all.
What's your take on the whole alien thing?
Come on. Listen. There's a slave song that turned into a gospel song. You've heard it many times before, but you know what I'm talking about. But the slave song is about a slave in a field looking at what you call a UFO. But they were called chariots. That's what they looking at this UFO and saying, I don't know what you are, but come down and take me, get me the fuck out of here. Any place is better but here. And that song is called Swing Down, Sweet Chariot, Stop and Let Me Ride.
Right. Well, you're talking about the Parliament Funkadelic version.
No. That's a gospel song.
Well, Swing Low, Sweet Chariot is a gospel song. What you
Sweet Chariot. Right. Read it. Listen to it.
No, I got it. But what you just saying was the George Clinton version of that song.
It's the same version, but you just
sort of
interpret it different.
Right, exactly.
Stop and Let Me Ride.
Mm-hmm. So you say they've been talking about aliens this whole time anyway.
Ain't no aliens. We the aliens. We.
Message. Hey, look, everything is up in for interpretation, the way you interpret it. But we know that, you know, if you just put the pieces together for my intelligent people out here, which I'm pretty sure all y'all on this channel are at this point, you know, I read the comments, I see y'all, but we can all put this together. Why you think that they left a lot of this shit out, like the Book of Enoch and stuff like that? They left a lot of things out for a reason. It scares them. They don't want everybody to know the truth.
I want to
Christian God is the one and only true living God, the creator of heaven and the universe. Jesus Christ is God. Jesus Christ is God. Jesus Christ is the Son of God. Jesus Christ is the Son of God.
I agree.
You are an antichrist. People just said, "Go out and get the blood."
Is that his jacket? Is that his jacket? Is that his jacket?
See how they reacted?
Today, as you all saw just an hour or so ago, President Obama announced that, President Biden. Whoa! That is news. I know, we're going back, not forwards. We gotta go forwards. Okay, President Biden announced that the United States is nominating Ajay Banga to be president of the World Bank. As the president said himself, Ajay is uniquely equipped to lead the World Bank at this critical moment in history.
Y'all tracking?
Face, fingerprints, everything.
Fingerprint everything. I'll break it down later.
So this one right here, this video, I need y'all to pay attention because something is happening. And if we don't pay attention to this now, a lot of you guys already know what's happening. But this warning right here that I'm going to issue to a lot of my brothers and sisters in this movement, right? Either conservatism, libertarian, Trump supporters, Republicans, truth seekers. The FBI just declared that they are launching a special group. Let's take a deep look at exactly what I'm talking about, right? The government believes that the threat of violence and major civil disturbances is so great, it has quietly created a new category of extremists. Now, the extremists that they're talking about is Make America Great Again, right? This is Newsweek coming out. And basically, you know, this news article that I'm about to share with y'all right now, because I need to share with y'all this article right here, right? So here's what I want you guys to see, right? This is the FBI pretty much declaring that they're gonna like do something about the people that are too extreme. So all of a sudden now the FBI feels like, and I know one of the main reasons why. I mean, I could show you proof why I think that all of a sudden now the FBI is getting involved and paying close attention to Trump supporters. The police state, FBI quietly created a new category of extremism ahead of the 2024 election to include Trump MAGA supporters. Right? Let's read some more. Let's read more in depth to this. Shut it down. The FBI is beyond repair at this point, which I agree. As the 2024 election heats up, the FBI created a new terrorism category to include Trump supporters. This is taking place at the same time the Biden regime is targeting Trump with over 91 indictments, right? 91 indictments, bogus criminal acts in several states. And it occurs that the demented president screams about MAGA during his public speeches. They're constantly talking about Trump supporters, constantly. So what they're doing now is they are paying close attention to me and you. They're paying close attention to everybody. And what are they going to do? What type of actions are they going to take? We've already seen it, right? There's a film coming out by Dinesh D'Souza and Dan Bongino where they talk about the police state. Now, I want to show a highlight of this police state stuff. And I also want to dive into why I think they're doing this. Look at this video, right? This is the Donald Trump effect. These extremists, the FBI this is the extremists the FBI is talking about. This is me hosting a live stream, right? And if you could see here, I'm going to show a highlight of this real quick. You could see, look, we got a black man, we got a white man, we got another white man, we got a black man, another black man, another black man, a black man, a Mexican, and a mixed woman, right? This, to me, is one of the main reasons why the CIA and the FBI and all these people, this is the movement, right? They always try to control narratives. I think that's what the CIA was made for. Central Intelligence, Special Operations Groups that go around the world with super classified information. Can't ever talk about it. What are they up to? We shall never know. But I'm pretty sure it involves a lot of, stuff that, once again, it's just classified, but it involves a lot of shady stuff, in my opinion. But I want to play this clip real quick because this is one of the main reasons, in my opinion, that they're coming. Listen to this.
Think about it though. If it doesn't, do y'all understand what's happening here? And this is why I keep telling y'all. They predicted that it was gonna be red against blue, right? Democrats versus Republicans going to war, right? You gotta think. Just put that shit together, y'all. It's crazy to even think about, man. The easiest way to get to us is to pin us against each other. It's to pin us against each other. Simply that, You're already weakening people with the food, with the stuff that we consume, the stuff that we watch, the drinks, the water that you shower in. Why does it have all these chemicals in it? They're weakening you and then also want you to fight each other. So therefore, they don't have to do all of these other things. But then you see the immigrants coming in. They getting money. They getting housing. But then we have people here in the States still living on the streets and stuff. I'm going to keep saying this, bro, because it's true and y'all see it.
Yeah, they going into hotel rooms, but what about the American homeless though?
As you can see.
But look at them. They broke into the country illegally. Look at them.
African countries.
Look at this. All different cultures. They broke in the country illegally, and they're getting put in hotels. What about the American people? What about the American homeless? What about the American homeless? They can't sleep on benches and parks. They got tents everywhere. What about the American homeless? How come they're not going to hotels? What about the American veteran?
What about the kid? Hold on. This put this in perspective. What about the kids? Where are the kids at? I know they got kids. Where are they at? Why are they just bringing mostly men? Because they know that our American troops won't fire on us. They know it's about to go up. It's about to be up, y'all. It's crazy.
How come he ain't going in a hotel? The homeless veteran.
More of the bikes right here. Let's see what's going on with the bikes. How they get around. Man, whoever's selling scooters in New York or the Jersey area, they have came up big. The scooters everywhere. I thought they were talking to me.
120 years ago. Yeah, I believe in coincidences.
A lot of people don't understand, but the Nephilim are here on Earth right now. They're walking amongst us. Yeah. Shape-shifting is real. And shape-shifting is biblical because the Bible even says that you may be entertaining angels, even though they come in the form of humans. And so if that exists in the angelic realm, shape-shifting most definitely exists in the demonic realm. And a lot of the Nephilim actually can shape-shift into humans. We've seen people talking on the news, and then their eyes turn into these reptile slits for a split second, and then go back to just being a human. A lot of the Nephilim right now are doing experiments on humans. Area 51, all these deep underground military bases, they literally have humans attached to machines and these incubators doing mind control experiments on them, like MK Ultra. All of this programming that the media is doing on the masses and manipulating humans, the Nephilim had already beta tested this in their underground facilities thousands of years ago. They're way ahead of the game because they have somewhat of angelic knowledge still. People want to act like that stuff doesn't exist, but you could do research on deep underground military bases and realize that there's a whole interconnected subterranean network across the entire country.
Facts.
Okay, stop scrolling. I need everyone to watch. There's a man claiming that the government are working with the Nephilim. Now, personally, I always thought the Nephilim were still here on Earth. But as I sit here and read Genesis, it's not adding up with God's word. It says all flesh that moved on earth perished. The word says, of all that was on dry land, that had the spirit of life, died. So I'm not sure. All my fellow believers, please help me out here.
The American public has no clue what is going on. And like I said, when some of this stuff starts coming to light, I totally believe that this is going to tie in, that men's hearts are going to be failing them for fear for the things that they're going to be looking upon that are coming on the earth. I believe if we're covered by the blood of Jesus Christ, that there is no fear. And like I said, I mean, that's the one thing that we can do is rebuke anything in the name of Jesus. In fact, Greg Renrich, that was one of the things that he told me. He's the one that was talking about seeing the giants in the deep underground military bases. He said that one of the first things that they had to do before he was allowed to go into S4 or S20 or any of the others, they made him sign an affidavit saying, you're not allowed to use the name Jesus Christ in these underground facilities, not even if you stub your toe or anything. And he said that he saw 10 to 25 foot tall giants in these underground bases and said that they were, you know, human scientists and other people were working side by side with him. He said that they even came right out and said they were the Nephilim. They came right out and said it. Said that, you know, basically we're preparing for an intergalactic war with God. And they believe that they're going to win.
Where are they getting this? They're going to win from.
And why are you not allowed to say the name Jesus in these underground facilities? And then you also got Joe Jordan. Actually interviewed him probably about a year and a half ago. Did an interview with him, and at that point, he still works at MUFON. He's still doing the CE4 research. But he said that he's already up to 600 and something plus cases that he's uncovered in MUFON, where people that were being abducted or having encounters, whenever they cried out in the name of Jesus, not only did they stop, but if they accepted Jesus as their savior, they stopped permanently. In fact, we actually encountered this when we were out shooting Hollow Earth. We went out to the White Earth, Minnesota, and while we were there talking with them, they actually took us out to eat before we went to go start work. So we stopped at this restaurant. We were sitting there eating, and basically Riverwind was alluding to the skinwalkers. He never came right out and said it, but I knew that's what he was talking about. So I said, oh, you're talking about the skinwalkers? And I mean, immediately, everybody in the whole establishment just stopped talking. And it just got quiet. And they immediately began to pray and started rebuking what I just said in Jesus' name.
That's crazy. You want to know what's crazy about that is? Look, I mean, spiritual people, church people, woo, woo, woo. Look, pretty much everybody talking about the same shit, right? Let's be real. Come on now, like all this different stuff, like, oh man, you believe in this, you believe in this. Look, I'm not one of those people. I'm not judging nobody that watched this video and what you believe in. But what I will say is we all have commonalities, right? But one thing is, like, y'all remember David versus Goliath. That's after the flood, right? Is the mathing? Let's keep going though. Crazy.
The actual boring tips get superheated and they melt through solid rock. There's no excavation of materials that are needed. The rock penetrates, cracks, and presses liquid molten glass up through a lining all the way around it. In 1972, the government had the technology to excavate tunnels across the United States and put maglev trains in that were capable of doing 10 to 14,000 miles an hour. Now, this is not science fiction. We have the capability to do it. These are U.S. patents by Los Alamos National Laboratories talking about thermonuclear boring machines that melt through rock just like you're taking a knife through butter.
Glory be to God. I came across a video. I'm going to go over some stuff. It's pretty insane. So me and my friend were exploring this abandoned bank in Chicago and heard that there are tunnels underneath it that connect the city. I've mentioned in a couple of my videos underground cities all around the world, from Sacramento to Beijing to Maui. Okay, this stuff is a lot deeper than I can really go over on social media, but I want to go over some of this stuff. So he's saying the air is bad. It's called dead air. You don't want that. And, okay, we went deeper. The tunnels got cleaned. Walked for at least 30 minutes in one direction through these tunnels. Just giving you an idea. Okay, this is where I was super interested. So random endless holes. This is freaky. Very freaky. And then we proceed. And then it starts getting very clear in very wide rooms with lights. Now, I don't need to be all intriguing with the music and get it all mysterious and eerie. I'm just going to be real with you guys. Fresh footsteps, that could be from them. That's not the point that I want to point out. So furniture everywhere. Now, they make it into another place. Okay, now this is where it gets interesting. I know the code, so I don't want to lose you guys, but ping pong, you're talking about your pineal gland. Talking about the temples that house the God within. Horus, the God within. They're talking about adrenochrome. Now, don't let me lose you. So now they end up in a police station. Here's the jail cell. Just to be clear, I'm going to do some verification at the end and show you what I mean. Now, graffiti, all that stuff, of course. I mean, anybody that can really get in there. I wouldn't be caught dead down there, but that's just me. So then they make it here. Now I got really interested. Like I said, I'm going to go over some verification at the end to make sure this wasn't just some BS video with some random clippets put together. And I did my research. A couple more things. So I kept seeing stuff that said 2000. It wasn't that long ago. And then boom, that's all I needed to know. Like, I don't know who made this video and where they come from. I don't need to do all that studying, but that's all I needed to know is right here. Now, this is 666, okay? A 9 is a 6 and a 6 is a 9. 3 6s is 666. So remember that, because we're going to touch base on that. Beneath the streets of Paris lie the catacombs. Paris, R-A-P-I-S. It's, put that together. Like pedophilia, it's Philadelphia. They're anagrams. Deeper video than you guys imagined, huh? Yeah, I know. They were built in 1785. As above, so below. Below. Okay? Largest mass grave. Real deal Holyfield. Now, that looks familiar, right? Even scarier on the picture that we saw. First, these little holes. Right? This is a movie. What we saw in the picture was way more scary. Again, movies called As Above, So Below, Be Leo, Be Owled, Bohemian Grave. It's Eiffel Tower, it's Evil Tower, it's Toward Evil. Magdala, Jesus's mom, Magdalene, means tower. Odin's son is Tior, it's to war. Okay, so Chicago, 39th Street Police Station. Let's do some actual research. So this clearly checks out. Nobody's gonna debate this. All right, just want to be super crystal clear. It's always gonna be on the coast. That's how they do this. It's underground network since Bart Simpson. Don't be a simpleton. It's simple and plain, but don't keep it too simple. So 39th and Cottage Grave. 39th Street Business Center in transition. So it's clearly a historical place. Just to prove my point. Okay, police station disused. Banks. Sounds like this adds up. Okay, no pulling a fast one on you guys. It's right here. U.S. Bank branch, 37th Street. It's literally 2 streets away. And these are multiple banks within this area at this point. So one more time, just to be 100% transparent. Boom, bada bang. Banks to police stations. Yeah. Okay. So anyways, this stuff's all over the place. I mean, it's confusing because I try to teach this stuff, but it's not like Tartarian, it's Freemason. And if you look at the origins of Freemasonry, it's not going to be what you guys know. You've been indoctrinated, I understand. But this is all Jew, which is gem. It's majestic. It's Freemason, father, mother, son. Last but not least, and then I'm done with the video. So I just did a little bit of research just to kind of gauge this. It's the police website, so it's clearly authentic. Archives, as you see. And then it goes down to only May 2012. So 12-year difference, or 6 years, depending on which note we're referring to in that video, the main one. What's going on with that? I don't know. I don't want to do too much research. I didn't care that much. Just enough to make sure I know what I'm talking about. So this is clearly their website. Pizzagate, Pisces, God. Pieces to the pie, Pisces. Pizzas, it's pussies. Like pussy eating Poseidon. Bart's underground traffic.
Look, man, a lot of this stuff right here, man, look, I get it why the masses don't know certain things. You know, that's because, you know, everything that you've been taught, you've been indoctrinated. Just like we saw in the beginning of the video, like I keep saying, they indoctrinated all of us. So therefore, bro, we got to stop the whole fighting with each other and sit down and actually have conversations with each other and learn about each other and respect each other for what it is for right now. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of other stuff going on, man. We got to protect our children and stuff, bro. It's systems. I've showed you truck drivers that verified that they're traveling underneath the ground to go to different cities and stuff like that, to, you know what I'm saying, underground tunnels. They taking food down there and stuff down there. You know what I'm saying? And you know what else down there? I ain't gonna get into all that, but y'all know what I'm talking about, right? But like, you know what I'm saying? It ain't like this is like made up. The tunnels are down there, regardless of what you think. You know, like, why you think that they still ain't got all them kids from out of Maui? Where do you think they're at? Got tunnel systems all below us, man. It's crazy, and it's the truth. But let's get back to it though. Do your own research at the same time.
What is good, my people, my peeps? So this video has been circulating, and I wanted to bring it to your attention if you haven't seen it, and just get your thoughts and your views on what you're witnessing right now. I read some of the comments, and they stated things such as, this is Nephilim. This is a Nephilim. Come back. Walking the face of this planet, as in the days of Noah. Right? That's one of the comments I read. Other comments stated things such as, this is an experiment from our government, or whomever government, gone wrong, or possibly gone right in their eyes, in the eyes of the wicked. Or do you think it's just a mutation of some sort? Leave your comments below. I would love to get your ideas, your thoughts on what is going on with this baby, this toddler, and much, much love.
Ain't no way he ever tasted some breast milk from his mama. Ain't no damn way. Ladies, let me know. You breastfeeding? The baby start coming out, you breastfeeding? Absolutely not. Like, let me know in the comments down below, yo. Let's have a roll call. Absolutely not.
Is there anything occultic or dangerous about Smurfs?
Well, Smurfs happens to be the most popular Saturday morning cartoon since the Bugs Bunny Roadrunner hour. It's just entered into a long-term run, and it's hit an hour and a half on Saturday morning cartoon. But there are some things about Smurfs that we need to look at. First of all, you'll notice that they're depicted as blue with black lips.
Well, isn't that interesting?
And you know what happens to you when you die? You turn blue and your lips turn black.
In other words, these are depictive of dead creatures.
Right. And another thing is that Smurfs is an all-male community. And you say, oh, there's Smurfette. She's a female. Well, in one cartoon, she was depicted as transforming from a male to a female through magical power. And so the only female in the Smurfs is transformed from a male. She was not born a female.
No, what you're telling me then is that even Smurfs carry a homosexual connotation in that most of them are male.
I believe so.
But we're not going to blatantly say that Smurfs are evil. We're just saying that they have all of these overtones that are leading that direction.
Well, let's take another look at Smurfs. Because the Smurfs cartoon, the whole storyline is that the Smurfs get in trouble. And every time they get in trouble, they run to Papa Smurf, who whips up a spell or an incantation to get them out. In fact, he said the name Beelzebub numerous times in the cartoon. And he whips up this spell or incantation and draws them out of their problems through witchcraft. And then they have an enemy called Gargamel. Now, Gargamel, in a recent episode, I saw him draw a 5-pointed star, the pentagram, on the ground.
Right.
He lit candles at each point, which is an actual witchcraft practice. He started to dance inside the pentagram, chanting a magical chant. At that point, a book opened up across the room, and something left the book and entered his physical body, giving him power to levitate and to do battle against the Smurfs.
Oh, no. So we can say that Smurfs has gone occultic.
Very much so.
This end-time Bible prophecy is being fulfilled. In the book of Isaiah, chapter 41, verse 18, the Bible talks about signs of the second coming of Jesus, with one being, I will make rivers flow on barren heights and springs within the valleys. I will turn the desert into pools of water and the parched ground into springs. Well, you see, as impossible as it may sound, this river just exploded out of nowhere in the Middle Eastern desert, fulfilling the 2,500-year-old prophecy right in front of our eyes. And even though many people don't believe in the Bible, maybe we should all start taking the book seriously, because...
So now they are saying that a zombie virus just woke up after 50,000 years. What's next? They are trying to blame it on global warming. As things heat up, more things is going to wake back up. They're trying to put the blame on the sun. I don't think it's the sun. I think it was those 1-cent burgers everyone ate. If it wasn't the 1-cent burgers, I think...
Yo, hey, I ain't gonna hold you. Like, how many of y'all ate them burgers, though? I asked you this before in like 10 videos ago. How many of y'all ate them damn burgers? I just want to know so I can block y'all ass from watching my channel ever again. That's just wild, bro. Like, I'm not that desperate, bro. Eat sunlight, bro. Like do something desperate. You feel me? Like, eating them damn burgers is just different, bro. Like, for $1. Y'all thought I was frozen. All right, let's get back to it. That's crazy, though. That's how some of y'all gonna be when that shit keep
It was all these tests they ran on us. Global warming is just a distraction. The truth is, time is actually shifting, and we're about to see a different reality. The ice walls around Antarctica are starting to melt. Now they are freaking out because they don't know what to tell the population. People are about to start seeing things that they was told was just fantasy and fairy tales. No, everything really exists beyond these walls. But now the ice is melting, nothing can cover it no more. This is not just regular ice. It is really crystals, and crystals holds data to everything. Just how we have data and storage on our cell phones, TVs, and laptops, crystals hold storage and data to the universe, especially Earth, because Earth is nothing but a giant crystal. It's 2023 and people still believe outer space is out there somewhere. No, outer space are the rings surrounding our planet. So now that the crystals are melting or the ice walls are melting, we about to start seeing the truth. By the way, did you know that your third eye is nothing but a crystal? I need people to really understand this. There are two types of people on this planet. There are people that come from the sun, and there are people that actually come from the moon. The sun represents abundance. You ever notice when it get hot, all kind of life come out? And when it get cold, it seems like all life actually dies. This is what's going on right now. The sun is actually getting closer to the earth. Now things are about to wake back up. Matter of fact, we about to wake back up. And the people that so-called control this world, they are starting to panic because the truth is coming out. Now they're trying to run and hide, but there's nowhere for them to go at. So now they're saying that people are about to become zombies. 50,000 years, something is waking up. I wonder what it is. By the way, my ebook is now available on my website. The link is in the bio if you want to know more about what's really happening. The details is everything.
All right, so here's David Wilcock explaining how he expects something major to happen on October 14th with this annular solar eclipse. I mean, actually more major than the eclipse itself, which is pretty major, right? You know what I find equally amazing is that after April 8th, 2024, we will have had 3 major solar eclipses in the last 7 years that have crisscrossed across the United States, kind of Xing us out. 7 years? I'm sure there's no symbolism there, right? Damn it, man.
I'm expecting that you might see very, very significant changes even before the end of the year.
Here's the World War III news. I'm not gonna lie, we got a big incident on our hands. So, it seems that NATO's infrastructure has been hit. A pipeline between Estonia and Finland has been damaged, along with telecommunication cables. They are already blaming Russia, but he already said if the investigation comes back as a deliberate attack, that they're going to respond. Here it goes.
We also address the incident in the Baltic Sea with the damage caused to critical undersea infrastructure. I spoke with President Sauli Niinisto and Prime Minister Kaja Kallas yesterday, and we are in close contact. The important thing now is to establish what happened and how this could happen. If it is proven to be a deliberate attack on NATO critical infrastructure, then this will be, of course, serious, but it will also be met by a united and determined response from NATO.
A united response from NATO. That sounds like Article 5, which means an attack on one NATO member is an attack on all 31 members. So the United States, Canada, UK, France, Germany, Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, and all the other NATO members will be dragged into a war with Russia. Then we got our Middle East problem. You see, the United States is about to send another aircraft carrier. I'm willing to bet that things are about to get wild. Anyways, listen to this and then we'll talk about it.
Us finally saying something and saying that the United States would have give unconditional support to Israel while the administration tries to find out where those American hostages are that are being held in Gaza, along with so many others. The USS Gerald R. Ford arriving in the Eastern Mediterranean on Tuesday to deter other enemies of Israel from attacking while trying to prevent a broader regional conflict this morning. We know that Hezbollah, another terror organization, has reportedly fired missiles at an Israeli military position in the north. Israel did return fire on southern Lebanon, but we're getting a lot of notes here.
Let me guess, the Hezbollah is about to get involved in this and hit the United States bases in Syria. This war is really getting out of hand. Anyways, let's talk about it. An Israeli official is calling for the nuclear missile option. An Israeli lawmaker is calling for her nation's military to use nuclear warfare in response to attacks by Hamas. They're even saying nuclear threats are coming out more since the war in Ukraine. Now we have the escalation in Gaza. Israel is a nuclear-armed nation. I believe the U.S. second aircraft carrier is on its way to Israel as we speak. They are warning the last time that things have actually been this bad, we were actually on the verge of nuclear Armageddon. Yes, 50 years ago, the same kind of war almost brought us to nuclear Armageddon. Syria and Israel had a tit for tat last night, and so did Lebanon and Israel. Mexico is rejecting our migrant centers, and I keep thinking how many of these governments' people are planted on our territory already. South Korea is warning that North Korea might try to distract everybody with a nuclear test. Here's the one about Finland saying that the undersea gas pipeline and data cables were likely caused by external activity. And they said that they suspect that Russia hit the Baltic Sea gas pipeline, which means they would have hit the cables as well, which would have been Article 5. Jordan's aligning with the Palestine. China and Saudi Arabia are holding drills together out of nowhere for the second time. Romania finished their investigation on the Russian drones that crashed on their territory. They're saying it was intercepted by Ukraine's defense systems, then fell on their territory. And now Israel's sounding an alarm about Hezbollah drone infiltrating into their territory. And as of the making of this, it's rumored that there might be more than one. Really time to wake up, my friends. I've been trying to warn you guys for a while. Now it's here. More news next.
And look, a lot of people just sitting here, you know, a lot of the sheeple was just like, hey, you know, nothing can ever happen to us and woo, 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 woo. Look, I'm going to let y'all look, let's put some things in perspective here. We've seen China fly a big ass balloon into our country, bro. So you think that slow ass balloon that came here and went all through this motherfucker could have been dropping stuff, chemicals, whatever. But you telling me that we'll be able to stop missiles? See, start really thinking about that, processing that. If missiles come here, and that proves a lot. We let that come here. We let it into our airspace. I know how these things work. If it ends up here, we let it, people. But yeah, let's get back to it. Our capabilities are way advanced, so it's a lot more going on here. You get it? You get what I'm saying? This feels like attack on the people.
2023 is going to be a year to remember, according to Nostradamus' predictions. According to him, everything we know will be turned upside down next year. In this video, we are going to be talking about Nostradamus' 9 predictions for 2023. Some of these predictions are shocking, and some are just plain strange. But all of them are worth paying attention to. Let us know what your star sign is in the comments below, and whether or not you're looking forward to 2023. So if you're curious about what the future holds, then sit back and enjoy. Want 3 predictions about your life? Claim a free reading using the link below. Number 9. Civil War in America. According to Nostradamus, there is going to be a civil war in the United States in 2023. The first prediction appeared in 1555 in his book, and after that many others predicted this too. According to Nostradamus, in 2023, there will be a great civil war in the United States in which hundreds of thousands of Americans will die. Sides will be chosen, and there will be bloodshed. Civil war will break out between red and blue. As a result, the country will split into 2 parts. This war is going to break out between the Democrats and the Republicans. It is not clear what the cause of this war will be, but it will be a war that lasts for an extended period of time. And it will be very violent. Number 8.
He ain't have to say very violent, you know what I'm saying? God damn, you know what I'm saying?
Destruction of the large empire. According to Nostradamus, an Asian empire will be destroyed in 2023. This might be China or Russia. Or maybe even both. But one thing is clear, the Asian empire will go through a huge crisis and, as a result, will be destroyed. This destruction will cause problems all across the planet. This is one of the famous quotes by Nostradamus. It shows that Nostradamus saw something happening in Russia or China. In the verses, Nostradamus says, "Realms to decay, great bad luck." Apparently, a large empire will fall prey to bad luck and will suffer from a catastrophe. This catastrophe will produce waves of chaos around the whole world. And with that, a superpower country that is currently a large empire will decay and be destroyed. Number 7.
What empire is decaying? I mean, we one of them, but we know other ones too. You know what I'm saying? We got to bring somebody. You know how somebody else get picked on and motherfuckers be laughing at you, and then you drag somebody else into it too. Oh, who you laughing at? That's how we gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Hey, China, Russia, Ukraine, all them, y'all going down with us then. You feel me? We so damn petty. But look, at the same time though, how y'all feel about this?
Depopulation. Nostradamus predicts that Europe will be hit by a series of nuclear-related conflicts in 20...
When ye shall see Jerusalem compassed with armies, then know that the desolation thereof is nigh.
That it's hard to even explain exactly just the mass casualties that happened right here. In fact, the Israeli military says they still don't have a clear number, but I'm talking to some of the soldiers and they say what they've witnessed as they've been walking through these different houses, these different communities. Babies, their heads cut off, that's what they said. Gunned down, families completely gunned down in their beds. You can see some of these soldiers right now comforting each other. Many of them reserves who jumped into action, leaving their own families behind as well, not knowing the sheer horror that they were about to come to. They say they've never experienced anything like this. This is nothing that anyone could have even imagined when you're walking through here. Baby cribs thrown to the side. Doors thrown wide open. Still some Israeli bodies still here because the fighting in this community just ended just recently. So many of these troops are still going house to house, door to door. It's taken them sometimes 30 minutes, 40 minutes, because many of these houses are also still have grenades in them, booby traps. In fact, as we're trying to get closer to some of these scenes, we're being told, no, get back from some of these Israeli military, because there are still grenades in the area. I want us to keep walking through, continue to kind of see the destruction that's happening on the ground here. Even something as simple as a soccer net just left to the side here, as people were with their families playing. I see in the distance more bodies being covered. All the while as they're covering these Israeli bodies, trying to evacuate everyone else from the territory, taking all the casualties out of here. It's also littered with the bodies of terrorists. So we're hearing from one of the lead commanders here, it was anywhere from maybe 70 armed terrorists who made their way here from the Gaza border fence, which is less than a quarter of a mile away. And as I said, the atrocities that they committed, violence with guns, with grenades, with knives, targeting these innocent civilians inside their homes. So for the soldiers here, it's a very, very difficult scene for them as well. As I said, leaving their families behind, but they say they will continue to be here, continue to kill every terrorist who is in the area. You can hear we're very, very close to the Gaza Strip, so we continue to hear artillery firing overhead as well. Even as we were giving this tour, we were told to get on the ground and take cover, because you're so close to the strip right now, you don't even get the red alert. You actually hear the boom before you're even told to get to the ground. So this is the reality, and this is what all of these soldiers, you can see, none of them expecting this, but all of them being here, ready for the fight nonetheless, and proud to fight for their country is what I'm hearing as well. And so that's why they want to show the press, they want to show these very, very difficult images, David, but they want everyone out here because they want to see and show exactly what is happening here on the ground.
But you know what's crazy though? Like we gotta be real though. One thing, it's a lot different here. Even with them bringing over immigrants, say for instance, they armed these people that they're bringing over here, and they would to try to do something like that, bro. A lot of us are prepared. Let me know in the comments down below if you prepared. Everybody here is pretty much strapped to the T, and we know what we're doing. We know how to use it. We come together, nothing can definitely stop us, you know? Not even missiles. They wouldn't even dare what's going to be the purpose of attacking us? You're not going to be able to take us over, because we experienced that when we went over there in Afghanistan, Pakistan, stuff like this. It's just like they armed, but not like us. They shooting AKs that are very inaccurate, while we shooting M4s and stuff straight down line. You feel me? But imagine somebody trying to come here and do the same. It's not going to happen. It wouldn't be possible. I'm telling you, we like that. We different, y'all. Be for real with you. And we're going to have to start, coming together. And I think that's the biggest thing with what they would want to stop in this type of situation, is to stop us from realizing that it's bigger fish to fry. Stop playing these games. Stop being idiots. Low vibrational.
A lot of war is taking place. It's some crazy shit going on right now. Look at this. And you already know how none of us maturing fellows shit.
Give it my whole life.
Something's just not right. Oh my God!
Yes, sir. So both of these portals are going to happen tomorrow at the exact same time. So understand, when this short portal is basically sitting in front of another portal, both of these portals combined are going to shed and bring in new opportunities in life and new outcomes and weird outcomes and crazy outcomes into your life and life in general. But what is crazy in a crazy ass world?
If a lot of you haven't been getting sleep lately, or you've been getting a little bit of sleep, understand this is because of this, because God, or the frequency of God, is telling you what you need to be doing and what choices that you should make moving forward. And a lot of times, if you know your zodiac sign as well, these portals are going to be an enhanced placement into your life as well, if you believe in that kind of shit. And the thing with these two portals, they are going to bring accomplishments. They are going to remove your exhaustion, your anxiety. They're going to remove old situations, your karmic ties, your soul ties. They're going to remove all these negativity instances that you've been going through this past month, this past year. They're going to shed these old skins and bring in new skins for your life. And it's going to teach you balance. So these portals are combining together to enhance the balance within your life, to enhance that polarity, and to enhance clarity within your life as well. Because a lot of times, I know a lot of us have been sitting here wondering where we're going, how much of our work is going to be put into fruition, into the universe. Understand, it has already happened. But before this even happens, look into this portal, look into the sun, and really speak life into your world. Speak desire, speak prosperity. Speak anything positive into your life that you want to happen, because it already happened spiritually. Now, once this eclipse happens, it's going, for one, if you're in Georgia, it'll be a partial eclipse. But other parts of the world, they'll have that full eclipse. So they'll have that full manifestation. Either way it goes, if you're in Georgia, you're still going to see the benefits of this portal being in front of the other portal. And they're going to combine anyway. So we'll still get the effects anyways. The thing is, you're going to see another universe within this physical universe. It's an illusion anyways. So once these portals combine just like this, it'll be fast, so like a minute or 2 minutes. But understand, once this happens at this moment, think about all the things that you can accomplish or that you did accomplish. Think about everything that you want. Think about your goals, your fruition, all the things that you want to come into existence. Speak that and think that and feel that and walk like that. And once you do that, spiritually, you're going to get your life enhanced. And the thing is, these portals will literally enhance your time to bring it faster than what you imagine. That's the whole point of this. And they're going to bring this right in front of your face to let you know that you'll know what you're doing with the eclipse. But now understand that you've been guided by God. Then you'll understand that when this day happens tomorrow, your life will change. So when people are saying, oh, the eclipse happened, we're going to get our powers. Nigga, there's no point in thinking about powers that you already have activated. Your powers have been activated before you were even born. So understand, when this shit happens, it will enhance your powers, your intuitiveness, your telekinesis, your telepathy, your telepathy. All these shits that have been in your body, they have been activated already. All your spiritual gifts have been activated. Your mind has been activated. The thing is, you are now awake, and you are awake to being asleep. So now start daydreaming and start sleeping with your eyes wide open. Once you do this, the portal will start working right for you. And then once the portal starts working for you, and once it leaves, you will feel a shift within your body and your mind. And thus, when you find that shift within your body and your mind, then your life will start to shift in your mind, and then your perception in your life will start shifting through your mind. I love you. Have a great experience. Stay safe and watch God go to work tomorrow.
Hey, look, can y'all feel things changing? Can y'all feel the energies changing? Can you, like, what are some symptoms that y'all have been having? And a lot of people, they're gonna let this go over their head. And that would tell you the reason why a certain demographic of people can't tap into like their purpose and who they really are, is because they put up, they get guided by the wrong people. They put up mental blocks. See, around here, we don't limit you. Whatever you want to do, I believe that you can do it. I'm one of those people. You know what I'm saying? You can do whatever you want, because we all have different capabilities, man. And we all can tap into something and step into that purpose. And everybody's purpose is not going to be the same. So you shouldn't compare your journey, your powers, whatever you have going on to anybody else, because you are you. Embrace that and harness your power and get stronger and stronger on what you're trying to do. And this doesn't just mean, oh, I'm levitating things with my hand. I'm talking about your brain power. I'm talking about the way that you move. I'm talking about the way that you treat people, the way that you treat the earth, the way that you treat your vessel. You know what I'm saying? You are the light being in control of this vessel. You are not that. You are not the body. You know what I'm saying? But look, let's get back into it, though. This is beautiful, y'all.
Here's a prediction about October 14th for the solar eclipse. If you don't know already, there's going to be an event taking place while everyone has their cameras out and everyone's watching the solar eclipse. The 14th, about 9 in the morning to about 12 o'clock between Oregon and Texas. During that time, something's going to happen. Do you know what? I'm going to show you right now. Just before anyone sees rockets being launched into that eclipse and starts saying that we're being attacked or the aliens are invading us, just let it be known that NASA is actually studying some stuff. And according to these reports, it's called a PEP, the enemy of the sun god Ra, launching rockets into the eclipse to study the ionosphere. And if you want some more details, there's some right there. I don't know how to read, but maybe you do. You could just pause and go ahead and try to check that out. This is also interesting too. There's another one within 6 months, April 2024, and also this October we have a lunar eclipse to deal with. So solar eclipse, lunar eclipse, lots of meteor showers, all sorts of weird events happening. This October will be fully charged with energy. But just remember, the point is when you start to see rockets being shot up, or also there's going to be balloons released too by universities, again, studying the ionosphere. So please, if you start to see the videos, and just to maybe even prevent the videos, guys, because that's my prediction, is that people are going to go, oh my God, we're being invaded. Oh my God, it's aliens. It's not aliens, okay? But enjoy the eclipse and try not to burn your eyes out.
You know what's crazy about that is, like, you remember who they said is coming back, right? Look, y'all see, that's why I love it. I see y'all in the comments. Y'all be picking up where I'm putting down. Who's coming back and what are they going to be trying to shoot at type thing? Why would you try to shoot into? Just think about it. I don't need to say everything. It's right here. You see the way I line these things and how it just, the sense be sensing? If that makes sense, you feel me? But let's get back to this joint. That's crazy. If it's a portal, you're going to shoot into a portal. What? You trying to stop something from coming through? Wonder what that can be. Could it be consciousness? The Christ consciousness? Could it be a being itself? Could it be a ship? I don't know. Y'all let me know in the comments down below.
Bible, he's in the Sumerian tablets, these guys everywhere. He's Amun-Ra. He started a war because he wanted to extend his kingship. He wanted to take over kingship in other areas that he wasn't supposed to on the planet, so forth, so on. So that war was nuclear. The reason why you know it's nuclear because it specifically says that their nails were falling out, their hair was falling out, blood was coming out of their eyes. This is radiation sickness. And that war is what really caused them to want to flee. And one of the tablets, Enki goes to Anu and says, can you please stop the evil wind? That's what they call it. That's nuclear fallout. He's like, there's nothing I can do. And so he told him, like, turn around, man, get in that ship. We got to get out of here because this thing is coming. And they said that that evil wind covered the land and killed all the animals, the people, and everything else. And a lot of these people never came back. But they said that they'll be coming back and take back claim of the rightful kingship of this planet.
Oh, that clip right there, I'm always going to use it. I'm always going to have it in my back pocket, y'all. But look, how do y'all feel about the things that are changing and happening currently on our land? You know what I'm saying? You know, let me know in the comments down below, like, if y'all think this is a time where we need to be banding together. We need to be tribing up. You know what I'm saying? We need to stick together a lot better than what we currently doing. You feel me? I'm gonna say this every video. We need to stick together, man, because apart, we fall. We will fall. Warring against each other, we will fall. Anybody standing against this message right here about coming together, you're gonna be a part of wanting us to fall. Because, you know, like, a lot of people want to get into this per se, right? I'm just gonna keep 100% real with y'all. They be like, okay, white people can't stand the sun. The sun is killing them, right? I bet. I'm not one of those people, even if it was, right? The sun is killing white people, right? Because of the type of melanin that you have. It's not made for it, right? I know that. You know that. But I'm not a cheerleader for the destruction of other people. See, if you want to be God-like, walk in the steps of God or whatever, whoop, 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 you should understand you're here to learn a lesson. So what's been done to you, do you want to become an abuser? Do you want to become that? Now, if let's say a race of people naturally perish because they can't take it, look, it's nothing I can do about it. But at the same time, I'm not celebrating that. I don't celebrate destruction of anything. I'm not one of those people. I'm just going to be real with y'all. Now, for instance, say I have my tribe and it's another tribe that happen to be a different color and they want to take my land and stuff. Oh, it's going to go up. And that's how I feel about this right now. We already here. We already doing this. I see some people be arguing about the dumbest things ever. And I get it. It's a lot of hurt. It's a lot of pain out here. It's a lot of information that ain't out here. You know what I'm saying? Educating our people. And I think everybody that watch these videos, bro, it's our time to set shit straight. You know what I'm saying? To set shit straight. Set our differences straight. It's okay to be different, bro. We all see the differences. And I hate the fact that we live in a society where you can't be yourself. You can't walk down the street and be yourself because somebody else is going to want to do something to you because you're different. You walk different, you talk different, you look different. The dumbest stuff ever, bro. Like, that's dumb. We should be living in abundance already. We've been held back for way too long, focusing on dumb shit. It's okay to have fun, but don't be all day sitting in here watching Love and Hip Hop. I'm going to say that all the time. Love and Hip Hop. Because I think